Okay. All right. Welcome, you guys. We're so excited for our Monday night meetup. I'm Jennifer Harmon and so excited for you guys to be here. It's been a hot minute since we have had a call because of the new systems Plexus has in place. I hope you are utilizing this system. It is absolutely incredible where we have Monday night product calls. I mean, no, test business calls. Oh my goodness. Every Monday night at 9. And then on Thursdays, they have product calls. So, what we're going to talk about tonight is our healthy, like having a healthy pipeline for recruiting. And like kind of actually it's a little bit, it's recruiting, yes, but it's like the whole kind of the whole journey. So, I'm going to share something with you in just a second. But the part of this system with this healthy pipeline is for you guys to get people plugged into those calls. And we're going to talk about that in just a second. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay, well, before we get started there, a couple of housekeeping things to share. Um, April the 12th, if you haven't seen in Dream Team, there's going to be a group of us that head to Nashville for the Daring to be Diamond event. And so if you want a seat with us, I think it's $5 to register. And it's training by some of the top diamonds, from our team, our upline. Let's see. Let me pull up that post and I can tell you guys. Oh, hang on. I got some people coming in. Okay. So yeah. Daring to be Diamond. Okay, let me go. The original post is in Rising Diamonds. Okay, so Amber Miller, Sonia Dudley, Lori Bradford, Cheryl Mueller, Megan Milakovich. She spoke at Leaders Retreat. I love her. Alita Langford and Ashley Taylor. So these are going to be the hosts of the event. It's going to be pretty much time is 10 to 3, and they are Central Time. So if you're Eastern, then no, there's a time change there. But anyway, we're going to be leaving that morning and driving up and driving back. And I'm going to be driving my big old passenger van. So we have some seats available if you want to ride with us. But go check that post out in Dream Team. And then if you want to go register and then claim your spot in the van. So, okay. Then convention. If you have not registered for convention, get to convention, you guys, because that is amazing. We're going to be in Dallas this year. Okay. So let's get started with sharing our screen because I'm so excited. I just found this. Let's see. You are screen sharing, and that is not what I want to screen share with you guys. Okay, this is what I want to screen share. All right, can you guys see this? Can anybody give me like a thumbs up there? Can y'all see this? Unmute yourself. Anything, Bueller? Okay, hang on.
Yes,
Is my internet being wonky?
we can see it.
Okay, perfect. Thank
Yep,
you.
that's
Okay,
it.
so is my internet being weird? Are we being slow? Okay. Okay, so this is, and I will put a PDF of this in Dream Team so you can see this a little better. I feel like it should be zoomed in. Like, why can't? Okay. Anyway, okay. I'll put a PDF. I don't, it's kind of, it looks weird right now, but anyway. Okay, so if you can y'all see that? Okay. Okay, so it says healthy recruitment pipeline, you guys. This is so important. Okay, so when we work this business, well, in everyday tasks, we need three things. Our brain needs three things to be able to be effective. First, I've got a bunch of notes, which is, you see me looking, that's what I'm looking at my notes. So first, you need to have our attention. We need attention, right? What is the most important thing for me to focus on? That's what we need. We have to have attention. Second of all, we need inhibition. What do I block out so that I'm not distracted? Right? Like our brain needs that. We got to be able to block stuff out, focus. And then we also need to have working memory, retaining relevant info to take action to move forward. Right. So we really need those three things to be effective. And so if you're like me, sometimes you can sit down and there's like 57 things to do. There's 57 things going on. And so you're like, okay, there's all these things. I don't really know what to do with my business. And so This tonight is, first of all, I love IPA sheets, and I'm not saying like do away with IPA sheets, but this is even, I feel like helps bring me, for me, it helps bring me clarity even when I'm working my IPA sheets. Okay. So this is your healthy recruitment pipeline. And because we have to be sure that we are attending to the right things in our business, right? Um, Okay, let me just make sure. Okay. We have to make sure that we're attending to the right things in our business if we want to move forward and if we want to help our team members. So, all right. So you'll see, first of all, on here, you'll see there is cold market, warm market, and this is off, but like in real life, it shouldn't be off. I don't know why it's not. I don't know. Anyway, it should be like positioned correctly. But anyway, it's cold market in a column, warm market, current customers, and then you have loyal customers and then working team members. Okay. So I want you to think of each of these as like a pipe, right? And the first one fills up. You fill up the cold market, that spills over in the warm, that spills over into current customers, right? You see the flow. Okay. So that's how I want you to think about this. This is your pipeline. So your cold market, let's talk about who that is. Your cold market is are people who are deciding whether or not to like they're actually strangers, okay? So they're actually thinking like, do I want to be this girl's friend? I don't know her, okay? Someone you do know, that's going to be your warm market. Someone you went to high school with 20 years ago, I'm dating myself, or 3 years ago, they are your warm market. Even if you don't know them that well, or if you haven't talked to them in a while, they're still considered your warm market because they're not a total stranger. Okay. So, your cold market, people who are deciding whether to follow you or friend you or not, strangers. Okay. Then your warm market, people who are beginning to interact or you know them. Okay. Current customers, they have purchased, but they are deciding if they are going to like it. Okay. They're still in the onboarding process, they're in the customer care process. And you guys, customer care is located in Dream Team, and it is pinned. If they're in Dream Team, like if you go to the Facebook page, there is a pinned thing. It says featured. Okay. And I have pinned the customer care system to that. Okay. So if you're having trouble with like, what do I say on day one? What do I say on day three? And then, but you guys, Plexus has also given us the sponsors guide. Okay. In addition, like we have some great things with Plexus. So I have the sponsors guide. I use the sponsor guide. I also use the customer care system because that's like stepping me out through the person's journey. Okay. So, but those are your current customers. So I want my current customers hopefully to become loyal customers, right? Through the customer care process, and then hopefully on to working team members if obviously they didn't start for the business in the first place, right? So we have your current customers, and then next you have your loyal customers. And those are repeat customers. They're kind of like your hype squad, your cheerleading squad. I can think of one right now. She's been a customer for so many years, and she is not interested in the business. I've approached her several times, and she's just like, no, girl, I'm going to send you referrals though. And I love the products. They're so great, right? But she's my hype girl. So I'm thankful for her. Still take care of her, still talk to her, and she still sends me referrals from time to time. But and then you have your working team members, your business builders. Okay, so they're building, they're taking action, they want money. So when I look at this for my brain, this is super helpful because I fill this in. Okay, who are these people right now? Right, and so when I sit down to work, I can be like, okay, I'm going to focus on the cold market bucket right here for a second. Who's cold market? What am I doing here? Warm market. Okay. What's happening? Am I following up here? Current customers, right? So it really helps me to kind of like channel my thought process of who is where and what do I need to be doing with them when I sit down to work, right? It takes kind of the guesswork out of it. You could do a healthy pipeline. I mean, you could do one every month if you wanted to, at the beginning of the month, every week, like every couple months, whatever you need. But I want you to just think of people in this way, because it really helps for you to be strategic with your time. Because here's your time is precious, right? Something we can't get back, and it's something that we all need to be effective at. that. And so I want you to be, when you sit down to work, I want you to be effective and I want you to get the most for your time. And so separating these people out, if you're like me, is probably going to help your brain a little bit and you're going to help you like be able to channel. So we have to have people in all the buckets, right? And if you're brand new, you're not probably going to have people in all the buckets yet. You may not even have a VIP customer yet, and that is okay. But just know, like, this is where we're going. I've got some people in this warm market. I need to put some people in this cold market, right? And so, and we'll talk about how we do that. But your pipeline should be, you should be able to focus on each pipeline. And then, like I said earlier, the pipeline is going to fill up and it's going to spill over, right? And that is the goal. Okay, so um when I sit down and work my business every day, I have a healthy business if I can focus on these pipelines and I can focus on this because if I'm focusing on my warm market, I am doing reach outs in cold and warm market, right? I'm doing those cold messages like on your say you're like, how's this tying with my IPA sheet? Well, I am filling in my IPA sheet as I look at this pipeline, right? My new my reach outs are going to be cold market, warm market. My follow up section is going to be warm market. My customer cares section is going to be, that the current customers and loyal customers, right? So you see how this kind of blends together. So, all right, cold market. How am I going to be reaching cold market? First of all, I'm going to be adding value on social media. If you did not watch Bob Heilig's training that he did last week on Brittany and Christina's team call, go back and watch it. It's the recording is either in the post or in the comments, but just search is in the top few posts in Dream Team. That call was amazing, and he talks about posting content that's valuable and how to do it. And also, side note here, guys, if you are not utilizing ChatGPT or some sort of AI stuff, you are missing out because it is amazing. It is so, so good. I was talking with Sheree today, and Sheree was, we were talking about posting about the greens special today. Buy one greens. I think you maybe get one half off? I don't even, and that's so bad. I don't even know for 100%. But anyway, there is a green special going on today. And I just said, go to ChatGPT and type in like what problems do greens what problems does a green supplement help solve, right? Because we're problem solvers. That's what we do. When we get on social media, like we're talking about Plexus, we're talking about the opportunity, we are looking like you have a problem and I'm here to help you. Like you don't feel good. You don't have any energy. You have eczema for 15 years. You are bloating every day. You are exhausted. You're moody. Da, 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 da. Like I'm here to help you solve your problem, right? Or you're broke and you can't pay for your kid's soccer next month because you don't have any extra cash, right? I'm here to solve your problem. So that's what we are, professional problem solvers. So anyway, I chased a rabbit and I got off my brain. Anyway, ChatGPT will help you with that. So that's what she did. She went in and put in like a little blurb in ChatGPT, and she made this really quick, simple, effective post, right? So that is what we are doing to our cold market. We are adding value to people on our social media. Don't stress about this. Utilize ChatGPT, but don't overthink this, okay? We're also adding new people. You guys, I have several team members and several team members that have been successful in this business, and I did not personally know them. Okay, what I did, we weren't even friends on Facebook. If you know a little bit about my story, I had 300 Facebook friends when I started Plexus. I never got on Facebook. I would open my laptop about once or twice a month and just scroll for maybe 10 or 15 minutes, and that was it. I never posted, I never liked, commented, nothing. So when I started Plexus, my sponsor, Kristen, she said, well, the easiest way is to use social media. And I'm like, well, yeah, that makes sense. But then I had to start sending friend requests to people that I went to school with and all, like I started actively being and like engaging in social media. And so then I started like and I still the suggestion then and the suggestion now, become friends with people you don't know. Like you have acquaintances. So I know specifically I knew Katie, okay, Katie Irvin. So a lot of you may probably know her. And I did not know Amy. I knew who Amy was, like she was Katie's sister. But so I sent Amy a friend request. And she accepted my friend request. And then a little while later, they both actually ended up joining me. And so That's happened several different times. That I would just send requests to people, and then I don't really know them, but we have several mutual friends, and then we end up they become a warm market or a current customer or a loyal customer or a working team member. Okay, so send those cold messages. I mean, send those Facebook, invite friends out. Okay, and then if you're on Instagram, chances are you are pretty much going to be a bulk of strangers over there. Okay, so that's what we're doing there. We're engaging with new people. We somebody accepts my friend request, and I'm engaging with them. I'm like, oh, where do you guys play soccer at, or whatever. But I'm actively engaging with this cold market, right? And I know who I'm engaging with because they are in my pipeline, and I have a list. You guys, this is like, oh, so genius. Okay, next, warm market. What am I doing with my warm market people? I am telling them product stories. I am sharing testimonies with them. I am adding them to Happy and Healthy because I'm having conversations with them. Happy and Healthy is our wellness community with product information, testimonies, all that stuff. So if people that respond, like they're liking my stuff, they're commenting on my stuff, they're watching my stories, I am reaching out to these people, right? I'm inviting them to the Monday night calls. I'm inviting them to the Thursday night calls. I'm maybe dropping them a sample in the mail. We're engaging, okay? We are following up. And I want to stop right here and do this quick thing on follow up because you guys, the fortune is in the follow up. If you are only sending out the initial message, you are like, seriously. Okay, so I heard a call from Brittany Howard. And if you don't know Brittany, she's amazing. You need to follow her podcast. It's called Lead Her, Her, Lead Her Ship. And she is an amazing Christian mama of six, top leader in the company. And her podcast will bless your socks off. But anyway, I was listening to a training with her this morning, and she was talking about the follow up. And she said that the last, I think it was last week, she sent out 14 cold messages, right? Didn't know the people, sent out 14 messages, inviting them, asking them about Plexus. Okay. She got zero responses. Zero. Okay. Zero responses out of 14. I actually, when she said that, I was like, oh, that makes me feel so good because because you think like these top leaders and just amazing women are crushing it, like they must get 14 out of 14 responses, right? Wrong. So, and she said, so what she does is she follows her confident conversations guide. I don't know that this is in Dream Team. I have shared this, and if you're in our working chats, I have shared this in there. Print this PDF because it is a lifesaver, you guys. Anyway, she said she waited 3 days, and then she came back and said like if they didn't respond. Um, where was it at? Okay, give them 2 to 3 days to respond and then say, hey, Jen, I hope you're having a great week. I'm sure you're just as crazy busy as I am right now, but curious if you had a chance to peek at my last message. Are you open? I'd love to get some information in your hands. Like something like that. That's they literally give you like scenarios and message ideas. So in this guide. But and she sent that back. All of these people read the message, left her on red, didn't respond. She responded with this message, and she got, I think she said, she got 5 responses back. Okay. One of them is interested in the products. One of them is interested in the business. One of them was like a hard no. She's on like a ton of medicine and doesn't want to check with her doctor and all this kind of stuff. And then I forget what the other two were, but they're basically like three out of the one out. Well, they're basically, she put 3 of them on the follow up list, and then 2 of them she's actively engaging with. Okay. So the fortune is in the follow up. Here's the deal. Um, I think the statistics are like 80% of people don't buy until between the 5th and the 12th follow up, you guys. So if you think, I mean, if we think, I'm gonna include myself here, if we think that we send that one message and they don't respond, we're like, well, that's it. Like we are leaving so much on the table, you guys. We're like, so many people are not getting helped because we are not following up. Do not be afraid to follow up. And people say, "Oh, I don't want to be pushy." Guys, that is not being pushy, because I can't even tell you how many times a day I open a message and like my brain responds, but I don't actually respond. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get back to that. And then it gets buried, and then it gets buried, or I forget. And like 4 days later, I'm like, oh man, I should have messaged her, right? So like I'm telling you guys now, if you message me and I don't respond back within like a day, or message me again. Okay. So I think we can all agree. So if we will allow like our friends or our mom or our family, like if we can allow them that kind of grace, like let's extend that grace to all the people, right? Okay, so warm market. Let's move on to current customers. Where are current customers at? Current customers, they are in our retention system. They are engaging in their journey to customer loyalty, right? Like we are helping them. We're taking them through the guides in Happy and Healthy and in Dream Team, which first of all warm market people go in Happy and Healthy. Okay, that's where you want to put them. You want to get them in there. You want to get them sharing testimonies right away. Current customers, once they become a VIP, they can go in Dream Team. Okay, and in there we do have more business stuff in there, but we're also trickling in some product stuff, sales, giveaways, things like that. That's in Dream Team. All right, that's where your current customers go. We are asking the magic question to gauge interest in sharing. Okay, we're using the Getting Started guide, we're using the sponsor guide, right? We're talking about the +1 system with them. And the magic question is when you love your products, do you think you'll be telling people about them? Right? We're talking about that from the get-go, right? You got this referral link. When you love them, when you think you'll be telling people about them, this kind of helps gauge your interest in sharing. Okay, and then our loyal customers. Okay, first of all, let me go back to current customers because here's the deal. One of the things that's so easy, and I'm guilty of this, when we get customers, it's so easy to just be like, job is done. Got a VIP. Thank you so much for ordering. Got my points, got the welcome pack, and we're done. Got my incentive, and thanks. Right? That's so often what happens, but we want to provide the best customer service. Our job is to get people results on their products, right? Our job is to share the opportunity with them. Let them decide if they want to pick up the opportunity and run, not us. We offer it to them. Okay. And we offer it to them multiple times, right? In a couple of months, we come back and say, oh my goodness, Trisha, this month you can earn an Apple Watch or an iPad or a red light mask therapy, red light therapy, whatever, red light mask. So I know you've been loving your products for a few months. What do you think about telling your friends about it? I'll help you write up a post. Like it doesn't have to be this crazy message. So many times I'll remind myself, I'll have this message typed up and I'm like, oh, I don't want to send it. I don't want to, what if it's not the right words? And then I'm reminded you can't say the wrong thing to the right person, right? So I just said, say a little prayer and send the message, right? So, okay, so current customers, loyal customers, we're moving on to that bucket. All right, we are inviting them to team events. We are, the step challenges. We've got Move It March happening right now, I think. Be looking for a challenge like every single month. That is for our cold market. That's for our warm market. That's for our current customers. That's for our loyal customers. The girl that's been ordering for 3 years, oh my goodness, I'm going to message her and say, do you want to be in this challenge with us next week or next month? We're going to be step challenge or protein shake, whatever we're doing, but get them involved. They're your hype people. They're excited. And then I'm actually also going to ask them if they will, if okay, you've been loving your products for 4 months. I know you're feeling so much better. So if I helped you type up your testimony, would you be willing to share it in our Happy and Healthy group? Right? So you're working with them to help them verbalize their journey. Type it up, share it happy and healthy. That's a closed group, it's private. Not all their friends are going to see it, but it does open the door after they share it happy and healthy. Hey, what do you think about sharing this on your own page and on your own wall? And then, maybe getting a couple of friends to do this with you, right? Like, this is just, I love this pipeline and I feel like it helps channel focus so easily. Okay, and then we're continuing to share the potential. We're continuing to invite our current customers and our loyal customers to the product calls. We're inviting them to team event things. We're inviting them to the opportunity calls that Plexus is doing because we want to continue to build belief in the products. The Gut Health Masterclass that is happening once a month from Plexus, those things are incredible. Get your people to those. And then lastly, the team member column. We are recognizing their effort and their results. Okay. And this is actually from Christina. I'm going to share this page. So this is where what I'm reading from. Obviously, this stuff down here, this is their stuff that they plug people into. So we don't have all of these things, so I'm not going to share that part. But you can take a screenshot of it. But working team members, we are recognizing their efforts and results, and we are helping them get fast wins, you guys. We are not worried necessarily. It's like Christina said. She said, I don't want to be, my new person to be spending, 15 minutes like scrolling through a chat or like a giveaway chat or a hype chat or a rally chat or whatever. I want her to spend those 10 minutes getting to silver, right? Sending out messages, following up, right? Going through the cold market and the warm market, right? So I hope this is helpful. The biggest thing is this: do not overwhelm. We don't want to overwhelm, right? And we want to keep ourselves focused. We want to keep ourselves focused. And I feel like this really helps. So I'm going to stop sharing, and the call is about to start in about 1 minute. Does anybody have any questions though? Anything that they want to ask? Any thing that they want to add? I hope this has been helpful. I feel like for my brain, this is super helpful. And I'm like, you know what? If I'm the only, I can't be the only person that squirrels when they sit down to work. Even with an IPA sheet, I can kind of squirrel, right? So I feel like this pipeline just really helps me to identify where to put people. And I will put I'll put that PDF in Dream Team so you guys can have that to print. So I am printing that out and I am filling it in and I'm keeping it with my IPA sheets. And if you don't have an IPA sheet and you're like, what in the world is IPA sheet? It's just a daily method of operation. Like, what do I need to do each day when I sit down? And for me, my favorite one is still one that was like, it's like probably 10 years old, but I wish people happy birthday. I friend 3 new people on Facebook. That's primarily where I work is Facebook. And I do Instagram stories, but I don't really work my business from Instagram just because it transfers to Facebook and it's so much easier. But and then I will send out new messages to people. And then I follow up with some people. And then, so it kind of has things organized. But using that, I think, in conjunction with this pipeline will help me to spend my time even more directly. Right. I'm not thinking, well, who are all my customers and who are all the people in my warm market and then, right? Because I mean, still, I have to spend time thinking about that or let me go find that list. But if I have it right there in my pipeline, I know who to work, where to work, what to do. So I think that's super helpful. And yay, I see Julie on here. Julie's had a little bit of a time this month with her family. She's been an angel helping her family out, and then she's had her own. How's your son's leg doing?
He has a spot that's about, I guess, about that big that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
But the other ones, I feel like they're less inflamed today, but it's just the keeping the bandage from sticking to the new skin is
Oh,
the issue. So,
yes. Yeah, he got
yeah.
burned really badly. I read your post about the he was burning boxes, which we do all the time, and it
Well,
like
he's
just
done it 1,000
yeah.
times, and it was
Yeah.
a big box blew off the top, and he saw it coming. All he could do was turn away so it wouldn't get his front of his face and stuff, and it wrapped around his legs. And
Oh,
thankfully, he was wearing shorter shorts, or it would have melted onto his skin. So it got like right below, like right at the edge of his shorts, and his thankfully he had the instinct to pull him up. He
yeah.
literally had to do the stop, drop, and roll.
Oh, wow.
Hmm.
That is so awful and scary.
Yeah,
Golly doodles.
yeah.
Oh,
So our
oh,
first experience with bad burns. So
yeah.
it's not, but it could have been so much worse. So we're thankful.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Tina Bennett, I first met her husband because the kids caught our yard on fire. So one time, yeah, burning stuff, and then they burnt. I didn't know they were burning it, and then they burned it like they were out in the woods, and then they made this little pile, and there's leaves everywhere, and it's jumped, and then pretty soon, our whole woods are on fire. I had to call the fire truck. It was so, and then like a few months later, I met Tina. Amanda's laughing. I met Tina. She was like, "Yeah, I think my husband came to your house." And I looked at a picture and I was like, "Oh yeah, that was so embarrassing."
That's one way to meet new customers
Yeah,
and,
I mean,
build your
yeah.
team, Jennifer,
Your cold market, get your cold market hot, literally. So
That's
funny.
awesome.
Oh man. All right. Well, if no questions, you guys, we'll jump off and we'll jump on the other call with Plexus. But thank y'all and be looking for that PDF for the pipeline in the Dream Team page. All right. Bye guys. See you